Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode we are going to be going over Chinese knockoff knives. So stick with me. Welcome back everybody, and thank you for sticking with me. Now, let's jump right into this. Some of you guys may be a little apathetic about it, don't really care. Others may have very big concerns comparing, as these are copies of American companies' designs. Like this one is a very obvious, clear copy of a Quartermaster Karambit. This one looks like it is copying the Esee 4, the Paramilitary 2, and the LionSteel SR-1, if I'm not mistaken. Now, on a legal standpoint, if I'm not mistaken, and please drop down in the comments below if I'm correct or if I'm wrong. I haven't actually looked this up right before the video. I kind of just realized that I got all these in the mail and I was like, huh, this is very interesting. If I'm wrong, drop down in the comments, constructively speaking, don't be rude, and let me know if I'm incorrect. But I do believe to legally be able to have these or sell these, the design only needs to be 10% different from the steel, a little bit different G10, locking mechanisms. Not a lot of things have to change to make these legal, which kind of sucks, especially for makers who are really putting in time, effort, lots of R&D, lots of design work, lots of money, lots of years into what they do. This is probably the only knife that I would dare say probably isn't a knockoff. It could be just extremely inspired because it doesn't have anything that really screams like Esee or anything like that on it. It looks very similar, but this seems to be made very well. I actually like the fit and finish on this blade, and I'm not gonna lie, this one actually wasn't like cheap on their website. It was like 40 something bucks. So this could just be a fluke that I'm just kind of unfairly putting into the mix, but we'll check out the initial edge retention. Ignore my kids' drawings. Yeah, see, I might have to take this one out of the mix because that one is literally spectacular. The initial edge out of the box is awesome. So what I might do is I'll just be nice and take this one out. But the rest of those are like clear, unmistakable of who they're mimicking. First, we'll start with the Spyderco Ganzo. Okay, seems to be decent. Locking mechanism is actually solid. It's not bad. It's not very. It's not super smooth, but it locks up really well. It seems to be nice and tight. Let's check out this, what I believe to be the SR-1 LionSteel knockoff. Yeah, this edge is not good at all. Okay, and this one. Now, this is something I noticed right before I started filming. I'm gonna try to zoom in as close as I can. You see that? Right there. Nick, nick, and nick. 3 nicks in the blade. Looks like there might be a 4th over here. Right there. It's kind of hard to see, but I haven't even used this yet. So zoom back into focus. Wow, that's just a laughable edge. It'll do the trick, I guess. But that is the way the real versions of those, the LionSteel, the Spyderco, and the Quartermaster, you wouldn't find nicks in the blade. You'd be getting much higher quality steels, and the locking mechanisms, the performance of those knives just wouldn't be able to compare. And these just wouldn't be able to hold a candle to the real ones. Now, I guess the main point of the discussion of why I'm making this video is I got them in the mail, so I'll probably legitimately test them and see how they do, see how they hold up, put them through the ringer a little bit. Definitely this one. I like this one actually. This is actually for a Chinese-made knife. It's called SEMA knives. I'm going to put a link to the description box below for this one. I'm not going to judge this one in these categories. But drop down in the comments below and let me know what the heck you guys think about this. Whether you guys are outraged by it, it really annoys you that the Chinese companies are really copying, or does it not bother you? Do you like the fact that you can go and buy very inspired knife designs that are very close mimics, and even though they're fake, they're close mimics to your favorite American brands that you may not be able to afford? Maybe you have a real Paramilitary 2 and you bought like 4 or 5 of these as throwaway versions, and the Paramilitary 2 is like your one in your bug out bag, or the one you take out with you when you're gonna go out somewhere. I don't know. But I'm definitely interested in knowing your guys' comments. But with that said, I thank you in advance for liking this video. It really means a lot to me. Let me know if this is the kind of content you guys want to see. If you guys are interested in me trying to get a hold of more of the Chinese knockoffs, the fakes, mimics, whatever you want to call them, copies, it doesn't really matter. I'm still going to put all these through their paces and see. I'm like, hey, you know, are we getting any good deal for the super cheap money, or do they really not hold a candle? And if I can afford it, I'll try to jump on and get all the original versions of those. And I've owned the 2 originals of these, and I can definitely tell you the edges, the out-of-the-box edges, were just amazing on the originals and not those. But definitely share this video out. Let your friends, your family, and everybody in your network check those out. But I don't want to take up too much more time. Hope you guys have an absolute wonderful day. I'm out.